All right, welcome everyone to episode 66 of the CosCast. Whoop whoop!
Yay!
Yeah. And as always, I am your main host, Pixie Dust Cosplay, and with me today I have my lovely co-hosts.
Annabella Cosplay.
And Nothing Cosplay.
Yes. And our fabulous guest, Chikara Cosplay.
Hello!
Hello! Welcome back!
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here. So, as usual, before we go into our main theme, which is obviously you today, we are going to go into our segment of cosplay progress and ask you if you've worked on any cosplay projects this week.
No, I have not. I have been on sick leave this week because my back is being a bitch. So I'm not allowed to sit still for very long, so I haven't been working on anything.
No, but you've been exercising, trying some new stuff this week, though.
Yeah, I've been exercising and I've been taking long walks with my dog because now when I've been at sick leave, I've been at home and they are doing some construction work outside of my building, and it's going on from 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and it's horrible. It's like they drill in stone and brick walls all day long, and it's so loud. I can't even watch TV without getting, that noise. So I've been out walking for like 2-hour walks almost every day now since Wednesday, and that's been fun.
So fresh air and exercise at least.
Yeah, so cosplay body, yay!
Yes.
Yay, fun to steal.
Cosplay fitness. Okay, well, I haven't been doing anything. I was supposed to start making Harry Potter's wand, or Harriet Potter's wand, but they ran out of paper clay at the arts and crafts store, so I'm going to have to try to find another store that sells it first.
Internet is your friend.
Yeah, but it takes too long.
Yeah.
I need it now.
Oh, paper clay.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I'll try. I'll figure it out. How about you, Ignacio? Have you been doing anything?
I got my wig.
Woo! So,
That's what I did.
yes. So you got your, that's your Sailor Pony, your Rainbow Dash Sailor Moon wig?
Yes.
Awesome.
That'd be cool. We're doing a bit of a crossover, if you're wondering. So we're going to do My Little Pony Sailor Guardians. So I'm going to be
I believe we'll talk about that later as well, right?
Yes, we're going to talk a little bit about that later.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Chikara, have you been working on anything?
Well, yeah, but not for me. I finished a commission this Thursday.
Oh, cool.
So that was nice. I haven't seen any photos of her, though. She was supposed to be at, this weekend was Copenhagen Comic Con, so I just came home today. I've been home for an hour. And she was supposed to be there yesterday, but I haven't heard anything or something from her if she liked it or not, so I just hope it's okay. It fitted her last time we had fitting, so I said,
fingers crossed. But it's very cool that you're taking on commissions for other cosplayers.
Yeah, I took too little money for this one though, because I thought that leather bias tape was a good idea. It's not. It's just not. All edges with leather and stitches. No, don't do that. Yeah, it looked good, but it was very not good.
Tip of the day to everyone watching: do not do bias.
Don't do it unless you're very comfortable in your bias tape skills. Yeah, or use real leather so you can have raw edges.
Yes. Good idea.
Yep.
All right. Let's move into our next segment then, which is cosplay news, which we have quite a bit of this week. So the first bit of news is that GigaCon is just around the corner. It will be held from September 30th to the 3rd of October at Exporama in Oslo. It's a gaming festival. It has a lawn and it hosts streaming areas for YouTubers. It has cosplay contests and lots of other kinds of entertainment. So I think Starbit Cosplay is going there this year, and cosplayer Tina Maria Ries.
That's true.
So
Tina's going at least.
They have extremely awesome prizes for their competition.
Oh yeah, there's like money prizes, I think, and stuff.
Yeah, I think together they have like 16,000 krones, not for one prize, but altogether for all
for all the three.
I mean, money is always fun, right? I mean, we're always needing those.
We are desperately in need of funds as cosplayers, always.
Yes.
Oh, Cecilia says that she's loving your hair, Annabella.
Yeah, I just wrote thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
sweet though. The next bit of news is I had a major job interview earlier this week, and I was really hoping to get it, but I didn't. So
You can tell us what the job interview was, because I don't think everybody knows.
No, I haven't told a lot of people just because I didn't want to make that much hype about it, but it was for as a social media reporter, video journalist for NRK, the Norwegian national television network. So I was really hoping to get that one, but
I mean, just to be called in to do a job interview for that type of job must be awesome, because I can imagine like a lot of people was called in for that. No. I mean, a lot of people applied, and not all of them were able to come.
8 people were called in for interviews out of 51 applicants. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Job.
I'm pretty proud. I was kind of upset when I knew I didn't get it, but I'm taking it with a smile, because next time it'll be my turn. You wait.
And also, you're one of those 8 out of 51. That's awesome. Just to be that. I cannot emphasize that enough. You should be proud.
I am.
Very nice.
All right. Next bit of news is, at least I found this kind of interesting, is that Valiant Comics have released comic book covers with cats in cosplay, which I thought was really funny.
Oh my god.
Yes. I have some pictures of this, so I'm going to share it. Just so people can see this, because it's so cute.
You almost think they're spoofing Marvel a little bit, because Marvel did the cosplay covers.
Yeah, so they're doing cat covers. So they're doing it for Archer and Armstrong, and Ninjak, and lots of other covers. So I just think it's really funny. And this bit of news came from Gizmodo.com.
Cool.
Thank you, Gizmodo.
Yes, thank you, Gizmodo.
Animals in costumes are always funny.
Yes, always.
And that might be reason number 2 why I can't get a dog.
I do actually. Before I started sewing for myself, I made some costumes for my dog.
Mm-hmm. He had some very cute outfits.
Good time, yeah. Very.
He doesn't enjoy it that much, though. But.
No, he doesn't. Annabella, you had some bit of news about a festival that you wanted to share.
I don't remember what that was for, actually. I just sent the link when I found it, and I didn't really check it out.
It's for Underworldly Festival, translated Underjordisk Festival in Norwegian. And it's a festival about it's hosted in a city called Gjøvik, and they've been searching for cosplayers to join in the masquerade, so they might still have some places left.
I smell vampire blood, a massacre.
What?
Underground, yes.
Oh, blood and massacre. Okay, I see.
It's
well, it says that it's got a family market.
Yeah,
or fair or something. Okay.
Haven't you seen vampire movies? They disguise their massacres as masquerade balls.
As balls.
Right.
All right,
Lots
so
of
vampires are
people.
behind this and will be slaughtering everyone who attends. I see.
We have to call Blade.
Yes, we have to call Blade.
It's not Halloween yet, Anastasia.
Not yet.
What do you mean? What do you mean? We're done with summer. That means it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
And if
the
it's
way.
not Halloween, then it's Christmas. I'm ready.
And you
Oh,
have
God.
seen Nightmare Before Christmas. It's still Halloween then, so.
Yeah. Totally counts.
Ready.
Yes.
Talking about that, I should do Sally soon because that would be fun.
That would be
Oh yeah, I love Sally. Oh my god, I love Sally so much.
I want to do my Morticia. I just don't have the monies to buy fabrics.
What do you mean? She don't need any luxurious fabric or anything.
No, I just don't have money for anything right now because I don't have a proper job.
Yeah, when money's hard.
It sucks.
Yeah.
You should take on commissions making wands or something.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Always, or I might just have to pick up some more illustration work or something. We'll see. Figure it out somehow.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so the next bit of news, Anastasia brought this to my attention that was it a Japanese cosplayer named Enako made almost $100,000 in 2 days when she did some appearances at a Comic Con convention or something like that.
That's sick. Or
Yeah.
awesome or everything.
Yeah, I just don't know what to say. Cred to Enako, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the dream, right? I mean, pose for a couple of pictures, sing a little song on stage, earn good money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you get to look kawaii as fuck while you do it, so.
Dude, if I could sing, I would try.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Well, you could try.
You could try. You could be like,
never
you want me
know.
to sing a song for your guest? They might hurt a lot. But, you know.
I just have to say one thing. You have a comment from Ryudai Art in the chat, and she says that it's time to start stalking Chikara. So many awesome cosplays on your Facebook page.
Thank you.
So you
Trying to.
should expect likes on old pictures.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, that was. I swear a lot.
No, that's fine.
uh,
Oh, Ida says that she has a Superman costume for her dog. It just needs to grow into the costume a bit first.
You should feed it more then.
Yes, feed it more. Get a fat puppy.
get bricked, dog. Get
Yeah,
fat
no.
and get bricked.
And also people are excited for the festival in Gjøvik. It seems like some people might be interested in attending, so that's cool.
That's
Yes.
nice.
If you
Make
go,
sure
there is a
you-
report.
Yes, and eat a lot of garlic, just to be sure.
Yes.
I saw Love Live cosplay on her page. Ryudai Art says.
Wait, what? On my page?
Or kind of, yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Because I didn't get to cosplay from Love Live yet.
No.
Maybe you
But-
just shared something from Love Live.
Yeah, maybe.
Our audience really likes Love Live. I don't know.
Really into
Well,
it.
Love Live is life. I mean, seriously, Jesus. Yes. It
I think
might
our
be.
viewers agrees.
That might be Mill Jam cosplay though, because she did Love Live and I selfie with her and she's cute. I mean,
Maybe.
so they might be her. It's not me. It's her. I can't look that cute.
Oh, I don't believe that at all.
No, but she's really cute. Like, ooh.
Like, woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'll just go and I'll just have to see that picture for myself then.
Yeah. Sorry, I've spammed a lot because.
Cecilia also is saying, "Pfft, what? We don't like Love Live."
No.
Okay.
Video of you dancing from Love Live.
Mm-hmm. Well, moving on to the next piece of news, I found this on Kotaku.com. This is a Tyrion Lannister cosplay, if you can believe it or not.
No, that's him. That's Tyrion
I
himself.
know, right? It totally looks like him. So this,
Is he a midget?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. How did he do this?
Because he looks so small.
Yeah.
And like his hands they look really big compared to his.
I
He
know.
must be. He can't pad that.
This is just too perfect. So the
Wow.
cosplayer's name is Omar Diego Milla, and the photo is by Lenin Tadeo Rodriguez. And yeah, so people should just check him out because this is just amazeballs. I mean, it doesn't really get any better than this.
Yeah,
Not
I
to
think
me,
he's a small person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
just,
so too.
I just googled him.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna put it out there. That is what it makes it so important that we represent in popular media.
Yes,
Just
absolutely.
saying like awesomeness like that. I'm like, yes. Good. I'm excited.
Yeah. I think the last time you were on, we also talked about a piece about this guy who was confined to a wheelchair who did a really awesome Mad Max cosplay with a chariot and stuff.
Yes, I think we did. Yeah.
So apparently, whenever you're on, we're putting people in the spotlight and.
I mean, I just do that to people.
So yeah, I thought it was
a privileged white girl, right?
awesome.
With both legs and no.
Yeah, I mean, none of us can really talk about not being privileged. We're not in that way, at least.
We live in Scandinavia. We're good.
We're good. We're good. Yeah. All right. So the last bit of news is that Centauri and Time for Lemon Tea have been announced as guests for BonsaiCon.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, that's so cool. They're both friends of the show, super talented cosplayers, and they've been doing a lot of panels about seam work and leather work lately. So maybe that's what they'll be doing. But I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
they
doing
are.
2 panels. They're doing one on seam work, and they're doing one on cosplay process from start to, from the beginning
Finish.
to the end.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really want to see their, even if they're not doing a bonsai. It doesn't matter, I'm not going bonsai. But, yeah, I can't afford it. But I really want to see the leather work one because it interests me a lot. And it's, I'm educated in sewing, but it's so much different to do and work with leather. And I've only had like an introductory course of 2 days.
Yeah. No, Centauri talks a bit about how she makes Yennefer's boots from The Witcher, which are crazy complicated boots. So it's kind of interesting, and I think I need to see that panel again because I really want to learn how to actually make shoes.
Yeah.
For cosplay. And the chat is like, Tyrion on point. My husband, he's real.
And also, Ryura is saying that you should really cosplay from Love Live. You would fit perfectly for any of the girls.
I really want to do Nozomi, and I have like...
Oh, that's my favorite too.
She's, I mean, girl, yes. But I just need to, I really want to do the China dress, and I really want to do the horoscope uniform thing with the cape, and I have a lot of plans.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of their costumes yet because I've only seen like the first 2 seasons. None of the kind of side or spin-off seasons.
No, a lot of them are cards from the game.
Right.
Yeah. I on my Pinterest there's a whole board for Love Live.
I might have to.
There's a lot of Nozomi in there, so you should maybe check it out.
Will do. Yeah, Ryurai cosplays Eli from the show, so you have a Norwegian compatriot at least.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I think that kind of concludes our news bit of the show. So we can move over into the interview part of the show. So I figure, Annabelle, maybe you want to kick it off with the first 4 or 5 questions?
Yes. All right, Chikara. It's been a while since the last time you were here on our show. How have things been going for you since then?
Well, I'm working a lot. I have been through hello, personal stuff. I have been through a very stressful period in 2015, and I didn't get help before the start of this year because I developed depression symptoms because of it. So I've been dealing with that, and that has wouldn't say stopped my cosplay progress, but at least reset the way that I look at it and the way that I work around it, because I simply can't do some things at the level that I did before. Because I wasn't good to me, and then you gotta pay.
Yeah.
So I did some passion projects. Then I did Cinderella with a wonderful group. And then I've done a bunch of smaller cosplays, such as what I'm wearing today, since I didn't get to change out of it, which is the Pokemon trainer. And I have done...
It looks awesome. The Pokemon trainer, it looks awesome.
Thank you. I love it so much. It's so comfortable.
And also the Cinderella dress is also awesome.
I really want to bring it to whatever con and wear it with all of the bays. Just like everybody wear Disney princesses and like do a huge like meetup group, whatever.
Yeah, I need to remake mine though before I can show myself in public again, because it does not fit anymore and it's falling apart. And
Yeah, I would remake married as well.
But I think it's really important that you're talking about the fact that you've been hit with depression and it's made a dent in your creativity. I mean, I struggle with depression too, and it can be really hard to get anything done and when you're really down in the deep.
Yeah, I also think it's important to sort of underline the mind wasn't very, very quote unquote just depression, but it was stress induced. So it was actually because I was organizing the JipoCon at the show, basically single-handedly, and also preparing for NCC at the same time. And then after that, my body simply did not know how to calm down, stressing me further. And because of that, there was symptoms. So like, just remember that even if there's things you really want to do and that you really gotta do, it can't be at the expense of your health.
You can't do everything all at once.
Yeah, no.
It just doesn't work that way. No,
So,
I've had to teach myself to do that too.
It's very hard, but I think it's a very important lesson to talk about as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We
So
should
a lot
do
of people
special on
struggle.
psychology at some point, I feel.
Yeah, that could call me.
Yeah, will do.
But I actually can relate a lot to what you're saying about, the stress and the stress of making new things and always producing something new. I have never made anything as like intricate as you have, but I have still made something new for every single con that I have been at this year. And right now I'm kind of paying the price of that because my body and my mind doesn't really work properly. And I have come to the conclusion that all my cosplays, I can wear them again. I can wear them more than just once. There's no problems with that at all.
I have worn old costumes since ECG. I did one new costume for ECG, and we reused our costumes for the stage show from our preliminary and just redid the sound, focused on that instead. And then because I've been at Desukon and TorCon, KawaiiCon, and Genki here, as well as Comic-Con right now. So I've been quite busy, but I haven't made anything new since I did the Pokemon trainer. But the Pokemon trainer was sort of a fun, easy project for me. It was like a 2-4 days project. And that's a lie. I did school uniform, Sailor Jupiter as well. But it's small for me project, so I'm like, okay, I have 4 days, I can do this, and just did it sort of in my own and was mentally prepared that if I didn't finish it, then there was always next time. And I think that's a thing that we forget. Like, even if you make plans with your friends, I think it's important to know that they are your friends. And if you say like, hey, I feel super bad, I can't finish this costume, it's going to be shitty and I'm going to be sick, then they will probably not be angry with you. They'll be like, oh, that's too bad, and we'll have to replan this. That's a little but
most people will understand.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
Talk to your friends and maybe do something else together.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with closet cosplaying or, just taking it at your own speed is always very important.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. But before we move on, we forgot we need to show the people some updates on the cosplays you've been doing since we had you on the show last time and the pictures we haven't seen before. So we're going to do that.
Yeah. Do you want me
So-
to talk about each one?
Yeah,
or?
you can just, briefly introduce each one. So go ahead.
Well, this one is Lifa Cosplay, actually, from Sword Art Online. It is from the new, I believe, PlayStation Portable game, where they have different outfits and sort of cards, like idol cards, where this is one of them, an idol outfit. And there's one for each main girl and one for Season 2 Kirito.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's super cute, I have to say.
Really happy with it.
Let's see. This, I love this. It's not
Sailor
new, but we didn't have a
Jupiter.
proper picture of it last time.
No, I don't think he had done that. I haven't shot it yet, sadly, still. But I really enjoy that costume so much. I redid the gloves since this photo. But it's very comfortable, believe it or not. And it's all stretchy and it's cute and the makeup is cute, and I restyled the wig now, so the wig is really cute as well, and it feels good to wear. It's sort of a self-confidence boost cosplay,
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty. Yeah, so the last photo was by Sarzu, by the way, and this one is by Royano Photo.
Yeah.
Just let people know.
Yes, both are nice cosplay photographers, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. This is also Jupiter.
Yeah, with the new wig this time. And the sailor uniform that she wears to school, which is her old school uniform because you can't fit the other one. And for this, I can only tell you guys that the brown fabric is a viscose mix twill, very thin, very light. It is also very alive. So don't pleat your long skirt in that. Don't pleat in it at all. It sucks. It sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It
did
was
that.
horrible to work with.
It was horrible. I had to clear my bed of all the things and use that as an iron board because I simply couldn't do it with things like pulling and stuff on the small board.
Okay, so stay away from this.
It can't be done. It's very hard. Yeah. That's
unless
how
you want
I
to
will
give
say
yourself a headache, stay away.
I spent most of a day on pleating the skirt.
I see.
So
okay, there.
Yeah,
okay.
that's why it took 4 days.
Yeah. So photo again by Zarzu.
Yep.
Photography. And let's see, next one. This
is
the
my
first,
pony.
Yes, this is the first cosplay I ever saw you in, actually.
Oh, I think I gained a lot of following on that costume because it was my NCC qualifier, but also because I actually had a lot of photos to share. I got a bunch from a guy called Nate, N8E, and shared that all around. But this one is taken by Kelevar in Tivoli Gardens.
Yeah.
Which is a theme park in Denmark, in Copenhagen.
And we're going to talk a little bit about why you had this specific photo shoot a little bit later.
Yeah, it was very fun with all the little children staring and their dads being very interested. I mean, it is short.
It is very short.
But it was fun, Yeah.
Yeah.
Experiences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this one is your Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman feat. Summer Cosplay and Sophie Karineris.
Yes.
Yeah. It is a bombshell version from the comic DC Bombshells, which is set in World War II. So I really like the pin-up-y style of this, and this was one of the new costumes that the group brought to ECG. It was our presentation costumes where all 4 of us, the group and the solo, sort of fitted each other because we were a team Denmark, not just, group of solo. So that was very nice.
You're like my headcanon for Wonder Woman Bombshell now.
Can I tell you a secret?
Mm-hmm.
I'm my headcanon too.
That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, no, because you're just such a spot-on Wonder Woman in my mind. So kudos.
I just need to get guns. Like go hit that gym and get guns. Then I feel like I'm there.
Yeah. And this, of course, is your Cinderella.
Yay! Yeah. Such a such a fun costume, and with my ugly sister Zoom cosplay on one side, and my handsome prince Mirasi cosplay on the other side.
Yes.
Sorry for the snoring, by the way. It's just that my
fine.
dog is standing just below my microphone.
And this picture is by one of the official photographers of ECG, Elf Cosplay Photography. He doesn't have he doesn't have a page on Facebook, but he does have a webpage that is linked in my folder for this cosplay on my page on Facebook.
Is it elvenmaid.org?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I just couldn't see that for the pictures.
No, because I have it on my screen, so
Oh, yeah, okay.
I can see it. All right, and also this, which you brought to the NCC last time you competed.
Yes. This was the costume that gave me stress.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very bittersweet, and there's still some stuff that I have fixed on it once, with the closure in the front and the gloves remade. And I want to redo the armor parts. I need to add the details on the little sort of the beige color things at the end of the shorts. Mm-hmm. And I want to redo the colors. There is 3 colors on this one jacket. Mm. Yeah.
Are you happy that you chose to do this cosplay for NCC, or would you have chosen something else?
In hindsight, I should have chose something else, but at the same time, I did learn a lot from doing this, and I really enjoy how it looks on me, and I feel like when it's done and I'm completely happy with it, I will like it a lot more. But it's very bittersweet knowing what I did to me making this.
Yeah.
But the wig is gorgeous. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, the entire outfit looks gorgeous, and you've done some stellar work. I mean, that jacket has so many components. It's insane.
I think there's 17 pieces on the jacket alone.
Yeah.
Wow.
So full kudos to you, and you looked gorgeous on stage and in your photos.
Thank you. Yeah. I really enjoyed performing at the NCC. I feel like I'm very proud of my performance because I feel like I did something new.
Mm. Yeah.
So that was, I wish I'd nailed my choreography so that I remembered where the fucking ghosts were, but, yeah. Maybe some other time. Maybe they'll be like, for the 10-year anniversary, we want to see cool performances, so you can do your thing again. So I'm saving the file forever.
Yeah, it was really well timed, too, so you did a really good job.
Yours and Pharamonies are the only 2 performances I remember from that year.
Me too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So yours were awesome, and also Rioda in the chat is when she saw that last picture, she was like, that is where I have you from. And she also says it's so awesome.
Yeah,
we get a lot of love from the audience in the chat, by the way.
That's really nice. I can't see the chat. I pushed it up, but it doesn't update.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Right.
Might be my connection.
Cecilia says Sailor Jupiter is bae and a big heart. So.
Sailor Jupiter's best bae. She's like best moon. Yeah.
Awesome. I don't know. I'm probably more of a Mercury as a person, but I want to be Sailor Mars.
Oh, Sailor Mars is so pretty. But, well, Fave, I feel like that I do that every time. I pick characters that are strong and caring in one way or another. I mean, I think my favorite character of all time is Naruto, and if he's not strong and caring, then I don't know what he is. He's also stupid, but so I feel like that describes, if you think about it, a lot of my character choices.
I guess Rama is strong, caring, and a little bit stupid too.
Yeah, I mean, one woman, strong, caring, not stupid, but yeah. So
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Maybe I'm strong, caring, and stupid.
Cecilia says she wants to do Venus sometime.
Venus is so pretty.
Very, very. I don't know.
That's like the whole character.
I like Mercury because she's, you know, a little bit shy and nerdy and dorky, but I am not as smart as Mercury. I just like that Mars is tough. She's like, you not fuck with me.
She is. I think Mars is one of the strongest inner senshi, but I feel like Mercury is probably the inner senshi guardian that is most believable. I think she's the most real character of them, because I feel like the others are very stereotypical.
Yes.
She is also stereotypical, but in a more believable way. I mean, like, there is more nerdy shy girls than there is strong romantic people that are tall. I mean,
yeah, for example. I guess. Anyway.
Or shrine maidens, for that sake. Yeah.
Yes, for that matter. Okay, so Annabella, back to the questions.
Yeah. Let's backtrack a minute. Earlier this year, you represented Denmark in the ECG as Cinderella in a group cosplay. How did you qualify for it, and what was it like competing in this particular competition?
We qualified at the JapoCon last year. Oh, well, no, this year. And we didn't expect to win. I was actually cheering for another team, the team that did Assassin's Creed, because I liked them a lot and I liked their performance a lot, and their costumes were stellar. And to say the least, our Cinderella costumes aren't the most craft heavy. My skirt was falling apart at the time.
Oh.
Because, I remember seeing it in the one of the performances that it actually fell off at some point.
Yeah, it did in both the qualifier and the finale, actually. Yeah.
You handled it really well. You were like, fuck you, skirt, I'ma dance.
Yeah. There wasn't much to do, because there's 2 layers of organza outside, giving the blue tint to the silver satin. And those 2 against each other is really, really alive and slippery. So I was just really scared that we would step on the dress and like fall in on the stage, like actually get hurt. So that was my thought behind it. Nothing like, oh, I'm gonna be badass and ignore this, but very like, I don't want to get hurt. But it looked good, and I'll admit that I think that's part of why we qualified, because as far as I know, it's 50-50 craft and performance. And since our performance had some flaws, but we continued through it, I think that helped us a lot, actually. So
we had a lot of costume changes too, which is
we had one each, all 3 of us. Yeah. Which was also a consideration when we did the costume craft part, which is why my skirt fell off, because it's attached with magnets. Right. And one of the magnets had slipped up under the corsage. Yeah. So, and at ECG itself, it was we didn't go for the competition. We didn't go to win. We were there to be a part of what they call the ECG family. And that's exactly what we became with some of these people. Everybody was, as you probably know it from the Norwegian community as well, at least from what I've experienced, very, very open and very friendly and very talkative and helpful. And of course, there's oddballs and the occasional high on the horse or whatever, but it was nothing that stopped us from befriending them. And I mean, like, they're all cool people that wants the best from this competition, and some people weren't used to that in their home countries. So imagine for them it was even a bigger thing, because we're used to supporting each other backstage.
But it's nice that you had a good experience.
We did. It was very, very stressful. It was, we arrived on Wednesday at, say, 6 o'clock, and we had to be out the door and ready in full costumes at 6:45.
Ooh, that's not a lot
for the
of time.
first day. That's on arriving. If I had known that, I would have put on my makeup in the flight. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, you
So
managed
that's how
somehow.
I got into Ranma in 45 minutes.
Wow. Sometimes you just have to.
And I had the because I got a haircut. This is my own hair. But I had the long hair, like boob length, really, really thick. I have really thick individual strands of hair as well. So I just have a lot of hair.
Mm.
I had to put that on pin curls and put it. It was very stressful. And my roommate kept being like, "We have this and this much time ready." I'm like, "I can't do. Just
shut up.
You need to do you, and I need to do me, and go." Okay, so it was right from the get go, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, your hair looks gorgeous now after Sofia Karina gave you a haircut.
Yes.
Good.
I'm so happy. Yeah. The people listening probably don't know. I have always had really, really long hair. And I have bleached it 5 times in the tips. And it started to turn green and coarse and not good. So I chopped it off. And you can't see it right now because I have wig hair in the back. But if you go to my Instagram, there's photos. Yeah.
No, preaching to the choir. It's kind of like, coarse wool at the tips of my hair right now.
Yeah. I know the feeling. I was so done.
But I mean, I'm saving it. I want long hair for once because every time my hair gets like this long, I cut it into like an emo bob thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go for long hair this time.
Go the distance.
Yes.
Fighto.
Okay. Did we get an answer to the question? Are we moving on to the next one? Or
yes.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so too. Always tend to like blend to another part of the universe. No.
Yeah.
Started talking about the ECG and it ended up at hair. So,
yes.
But it's all good. All good. No, it's all good. You have recently been featured on the front page of a Danish cosplay magazine, Decos, or Decos, or D something, in your Sakiso merry-go-round cosplay. What was that like, and how did that come about?
See, funny story. I'm part of the editorial group for that magazine, and I was one of the people starting it out. So when we had to find the front page model for this magazine, the last magazine, I was like, "Hey, let's choose me," and they took me serious.
A little part of you meant it too, I guess, because
definitely,
you have awesome cosplays.
Yes, of course. I mean, who doesn't want to be on the front page of a magazine and be like, "Hey, yes." But yeah, so I was just like, "Oh, that's funny," and posted some other. I don't know if I posted or if somebody else posted, but there were other people in the thing, so we did a poll and we voted, and people voted for me.
Awesome.
Which is weird because we do have a rule that the editorial group should not be too much in the magazines. See, because we're not there for self-promotion; we're there for community. Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why we never choose ourselves as cosplay of the month on our blog or anything like that, because
exactly
it's not about that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's okay.
But it was really fun. It was really weird shooting in the Thule Gardens because it was open when we were there, and the ride that we shot on is a children's ride. And Sakiso is naked. And we changed in a bathroom. And, a lot of fun stuff. But it was really nice, and the Thule people were really nice and helpful, and in general, it just feels very good to have location shoots of this cosplay since it's been around for so long, but only convention photos of it. Yeah, so all good stuff, and I'm very proud to be featured on Decos because I'm very proud of the magazine itself. I feel like we're doing a good job, and I feel like our especially our proofreader and our setup girl, our editor, is definitely doing their part. There are two people doing, one guy doing all of proofreading, and one girl setting the entire thing up.
It's a lot of work for a very small group of people.
Yes, and they're doing it for free, and their spare time is. I feel like that's amazing. Because I haven't contributed. I did something for this one, like a hair, put your hair up under a wig if you have thick hair thing. But I haven't contributed for months and months because I simply didn't have the time. But they find it every time. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so shout out.
How do they get the funding for that? How did they get it started?
We don't have any funding.
Oh, it's just pro bono, basically.
Well, pro bono, but we don't have any expenses with it. Issue is a free site where we publish, so it's only published online. Our people pay for their own travels expenses and entrances if the conventions that we do shoots at or something, or convention reports, if they can't give us press entrance, then we pay for ourselves, or we don't do a report on that specific, but we might still do street snaps from it.
Right. Well, that's dedication. So. That's true, real dedication for sure.
And we've been going for 3 years now, I think. So that's pretty neat.
Kudos to you.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Do you think it's a market for a cosplay magazine here in Norway too?
I don't know. It's not that I think that Norway couldn't have it. I just feel like the Norwegian community is spread a lot more than the Danish. I know that the community is a little bit smaller, but that might also be because your country is so big, so there's so much space between everything.
It would have been costing too much, maybe. Get it spread.
But also, it's hard to reach people if you don't have a very good centered target group.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we do it only online. It's not like we go to conventions and like... We present ourselves if we're there at a panel, but we don't go and have a booth, for example, or that kind of stuff. But I feel like you need to have a core group that's really, really into it and that really wants to do the work, because it's a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, just running this show and putting out videos on YouTube is a lot of work. I mean,
yours is weekly. Ours is quarterly. So there's a difference there, but filling it with content, finding freelancers, finding relevant subjects, actually doing the work, because what I feel like would be a good idea is to make a Scandinavian version.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because right now we do the front page with just our Danish focus and interview, and then we do a cosplayer from abroad. But what I feel like would be nice, because we're basically running out of Danish cosplayers that are articulate enough and interested enough to make a nice article. Like, there's plenty of cosplayers, but you can't pick the same type of cosplayer too many times,
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't be able to pick, for example, Tiny Yatso from Denmark and his girlfriend, Shinji Cosplay, with Shinji costumes and tailoring. We wouldn't be able to pick those two right after each other. There would need to be some magazines between them, because they do everything together, and they're very same in their thought process and what they have done. So like that, it gets a little hard, because even if we're a bigger community than Norway, maybe we're still only roughly 4,000 in total with everybody.
Yeah, no, definitely. A Scandinavian cosplay magazine would be really cool. So, hey, if anyone's thinking about getting that started, I would be interested in, participating, helping out.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I feel like for that, it would be harder. So that would probably need to be like a company.
It would probably have to be a company, yes, or something that's government funded or something.
More like the Kohaku of Germany. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which is English as well, so that could be cool too.
Yes. You would probably have to do it in English if you're doing something Scandinavian too, because
Yeah, because we all know the labels on the back of hair products. That's fun to read, but not for an entire magazine.
for sure. All right. Any else? Yeah, maybe you want to continue with the questions?
Are we now?
We
Number
are on
5.
question 5.
Number 5.
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a longer episode.
Oh
by
yeah,
the
this is
way.
going to be a
Sorry
long
to
episode.
talk so
No,
much.
it's fine.
It
You're
is
fine.
fine. As long as
We
you're
like
fine with
it.
it, we're fine with it. And our viewers are fine with it. We know that.
That's good. I'm sorry if I start yawning. I've been up so early.
That's
Well, yesterday I was up at 6 to be at Comic-Con at 9. That was nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do not get up that early on the weekend.
And Friday too, because we had to go on TV. So it was just like, I'm so tired.
Yeah, we need to talk
that's
about that later
awesome.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very fun.
Yes. All right.
But number
Yes, yeah,
5?
go.
I'm just waiting.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Talk.
A little while ago, you posted on your Facebook page saying that you would be hosting a panel about cosplay is not consent at Comic-Con.
Mhm.
Why have you chosen to do a panel on this specific topic? Were you asked to do it, or is it something you wanted to shine a light on personally?
Well, both. I was asked to do a panel, whatever panel, simply because they needed fill in their schedule. And at that time, I only had the workshop for the pattern things that I did at TorCon that we're going to talk about later. But I felt like that wasn't the right thing to talk about at a Comic-Con, you know? And I thought that, hey, okay, so a lot of people that are not into cosplay, because usually I go to cosplay conventions, a lot of people are not gonna be used to cosplay there, and I feel like we don't talk enough about the subject, so I wanted to tell people about it. So Friday evening I did the panel. I had a feeler out in my cosplay page and on my personal page on Facebook, and wow, we should talk way more about this. I was very surprised to hear some of the stories people have, and it's so horrible what people do to each other simply because they feel like you are not a real human being when you're in cosplay, or that you are the character, and the character is, for example, very, very sexy, so of course you must be a slut. And that's not slut shaming, that's just, of course you are that type if you cosplay that type, which is not true. Also disregarding people with social anxieties or other issues, phobia for touching, or germs, or I don't like boys, or whatever. So yeah, I was very surprised. I was a little scared. So I'm definitely going to bring this to more cons. It's like,
Yeah, it's a very, very hot and topic to discuss, because it won't change if someone doesn't talk about it.
Maybe we need to bring you back at some time to talk about this and have this as a theme, because we haven't really talked about that before.
No, we've considered it, but the time wasn't right.
It's such a big subject. It's so huge and so serious, and so there's so many aspects of it as well. It was so weird. I had to include in one of the last slides that if you're underage and you experience this and the person is aware that you're underage, you should actually call the police, because that's a pedophile right there.
Yeah.
And that really hit me hard, because it's, wow, that's our community that happens in. And I wouldn't want that for anybody.
It has to be said that most of the people who are rude or who sexually assault cosplayers are people who do not cosplay themselves.
Yes. Definitely.
They don't really understand what cosplay is or something.
They
just look at you as a character.
Yeah, I had a distinction between the the attackers that are the non-cosplayers that deliberately attack you and want to dominate you and you know, make you feel less worth. And the no-brainers that go to conventions and live off sugar and don't sleep, because that's not ill will, that's not thinking. And I feel like those, if we speak out against those and tell them whenever stuff happens, if we tell them, no, honestly, it's not okay that you jump on my back. You don't know me. You don't know if I have back problems or if I'm sick or if I'm a psycho. So like, you know, stuff like that. Like I feel like if we talk to that group, they will probably stop being no-brainers. Whereas I feel like attackers and people that mean to hurt you needs the more rough treatment where you talk to them and block them and spread the word with screen snaps so that they're blocked by other people as well.
Yes, because these are people who have already thought through the consequences of what they're doing and are doing
People
it on
that
purpose.
know what they're doing. People that know that you don't call your mom, excuse my language, a cheap slut, or I want to have mine in your, and you'd look better that way. You wouldn't say that to a normal person, so why would you say it to me? Just because it's,
yeah, no. It's just, so not okay. Okay, we need to move on from this subject because I'm getting angry.
Very serious, yeah.
Yes, getting very angry, and we don't have time to go so deeply into it. But at some other point, we will have to do that.
Yes, let's.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you have brought this panel to some other conventions and you have more experience with this panel, we should definitely have a new talk about this thing.
Yeah, I got a lot of help from Sarah, the German cosplayer.
She also has a panel about cosplay.
Yeah, and it's really, really good. I got to have her slides as a guide. It was very thoughtful of her and very interesting.
Maybe we should try to talk to you both.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yes. Okay. I love Sarah. Can't help it. Okay, next question. You attend a lot of cons in Norway as a cosplay judge or just a con attendee. What do you like best about being at cons in Norway?
I honestly have the most amazing group of friends here. Well, not here, but in Norway there. So I go for them. I really like the brocons that I've been to. I really like Banzai. I really like TorCon that I was at this year for the first time. I feel like it was very well organized and with a really nice focus. I got to talk to a bunch of the organizers, and it was like they have the heart in the right place, so to speak, and I feel like that shines through at their cons. The same with Banzai Con. And Kawaii Con for that matter. I mean, like, I would go just for the opening and ending show. There's so much work there, and it's just so good.
I had a dream about Kawaii Con's opening show tonight, actually.
Oh man, I wish I had that. I wish it was that funny.
Oh,
and, yeah, so I go for the social aspects. I got to talk to a lot of Norwegian cosplayers through the years, and I've become really good friends with a bunch of them. So yeah, and they're good cons, and Norway is beautiful, and there's no downside to this, except some of you don't understand my Danish.
Yeah, and economy.
And economy, but when I'm invited, that's the criteria. I pay for my food, but I can't pay for the order. Because I'm a student, you know, so
totally,
if you want my services, that's the price. So
yeah, you can't afford to go everywhere out of your own wallet. It's just not going to happen.
Very few.
I was at Desukon this summer as well, by accident, because I was in Norway at the time anyway. So I figured I would stop by, sort of like that. So it's like it was a coincidence, and then I got in some way or the other and stuff like that. So yeah, but so yeah, I know my ways. I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah,
you should teach us.
It's you just walk and look like you belong there.
Never look back. Don't look back.
Yeah, they're yelling at you and you just ignore them. They think, oh, well, it's probably okay.
It must be important.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that, but don't do that. But yeah.
Then they'll probably call the police and you'll end up in jail anyway, so don't do
Yeah,
that.
probably. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
At this year's Toricon, you hosted a workshop that was fully booked from early on. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, yeah, it was fully booked from early on, but I think it might have been too early on because a bunch of people forgot to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had some empty seats, and I feel like that's too bad because it seems like the interest was there, but because it was booked, it was a little. So that's too bad. Next time I know that I'll for sure be able to have more than 8 people. That was not a problem. But then again, I have taught at an evening school with 12. So I also think 3 hours is too much for a convention.
Yes.
2 hours would probably be able to do it, or an hour, and then the workshop afterwards is voluntary, sort of like that. So I need to restructure the thing. But I feel like the people that did stay there for all 3 hours, for both days, 2 separate days, 2 separate teams, right? Expressed that they had learned something. And that they were happy with what I had taught them, and that suddenly they knew what they had been doing with their patterns. Because a lot of the things are very intuitive if you're a visual person. I mean, I have some fabric that is taken out here, but I need it to be taken out here. And you sort of see that in your mind, but you don't know what you're doing. Sort of you make it work, but not really. So that's like, that's sort of some pieces of the puzzle fell in the right places for a lot of them. And some it was completely new for, and then it was a little harder because it's a science. Yeah.
It's not.
I guess that must be like very rewarding for you too.
It was very nice. It was very quiet. They were very concentrated. So that's good.
Working hard. But, you know, that's awesome. I mean, we had our first live show at TwitterCon too, and you learn a lot just by having a panel or a show and, you know, like, okay, so this works and this doesn't.
Same. I start the panel examples with Anna's corset from Frozen, and I should probably rearrange it so that that's last because it's the most complicated one. I think it gave them a scare. Like, oh shit, that's really complicated. Yeah. Also because it's really hard to do with the base pattern that I use. This is the worst case scenario. Have fun. Yeah. I should probably not do that again.
Yeah. Well, see there. You learned something, they learned something. It's a win-win.
Yeah. But I'll definitely do it again. It was fun.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome.
Very
Maybe
nice.
we get to put a spot on the next.
Yeah,
From the
that
Geek Core. That's next time it's live.
Huh?
Yes.
Geek Core.
Oh, yeah.
Have it at Geek Core. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be something. We just have to get to Denmark.
Do it. I mean, the bar is really cheap.
Okay, then we're sold. I'm going.
Yep.
I mean, we can just take the boat.
Yeah.
Do it though. It should be
Stow
such
away.
a nice trip.
Yeah. No, we'll have to see. If we can afford it, we'll definitely do it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes. All right. Go ahead.
But okay. This one is a bit personal for the three of us because we're thinking about doing My Little Pony Sailor Moon crossovers, and wondered if you could tell us a bit about how you made your Sailor Jupiter cosplay.
The Sailor Guardian.
Yes.
Yeah, one. Yeah. Yeah. What did I do? Well, the sailor color, of course, is the normal sailor color. The shirt is the bodysuit is a shirt pattern. You can get any t-shirt pattern and just leave out the sleeves. Where I modified a v-neck on and based my Sailor Scout on that v-neck. Make sure your head fits. And then actually there's shorts under it. So I made shorts with a clasp closure in the crotch. Sewed the skirt on that, which is a full circle skirt with a horsehair braid in the hem to sort of make it stand out. And then I put the little sausage roll that they have on their waist. No, wait, I sewed that and the skirt together and put that on the shirt as I wanted it and pinned all three together. And then I sewed through the layers there.
Okay.
So it's
I
like
think
a
we
body
need to have
stocking.
a workshop or something.
Yes.
We need to have a workshop with you.
You could find a body stocking that's really stretchable and just cut where you want the skirt and then sew the skirt and stuff on there. Because that's what I did but didn't do but should have done.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah.
Like if I would remake it if I had the energy for it. And then I would remake it that way. More or less, or at least do double layers everywhere and like maybe pad the top part to make it, because it's, especially in crystal, Sailor Moon crystal, it looks a little thicker around the bust than it is on the body.
Yeah, it kind of
which
looks
will
like
also
an
make your
armor
waist
part or
look
something.
slimmer. Yeah. And also in newer times, since I get a little bit of weight, I wear corset under, so I might actually, I like that look since they're so thin, but that depends on your taste and how casual you want them to be.
Yeah, but would you recommend to use stretch fabrics and not go for like say cotton fabrics or something that will, you know, keep you sucked in anyway?
You can do both. I feel for the shorts, it definitely needs to be stretch. Of course, because you need them to be really tight, and you can't do that in well, you can, but it's really hard.
Gotta be uncomfortable,
especially
probably too.
Yeah, especially if you wanna avoid the infamous camel toe. Yeah. And you probably want that. I mean, and I have a zipper in my back because the fabric that I used isn't stretchy. I think the fabric that we used is a stretch cotton twill, a thin thread, a stretch cotton twill. I might be wrong. But I feel like a thinner, more stretchy, like an elastane or stuff, wouldn't need the zipper, and it would probably be easier to have a nice fit, because mine actually doesn't have a nice fit right now. Like the zipper is all bundled up in the back, like blah, blah, blah. So
we don't see that in the pictures, so it's fine.
No photo from the back, please. Yeah, which is too bad because the bow is really cute on mine because it's with the long tassels and stuff. I'm like, yes.
Right.
So, yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, and the what?
How did you make like the padded things that go on the shoulders and on the gloves and?
Yeah, I was just about to say that's 2 pieces of fabric, one bigger than the other, where I just put what's it called? Vet. It's called it's a padding. Yeah. I guess a layer of that in between, and then just sew through all of them in the width that I needed. It's easiest to make them too wide, then sew what you need, and then cut the excess off. Simply because, yeah, the fabric needs to go over where you sew to make that dome shape, and if you pin it down, you will keep it flat and tight. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah, so if to make the max of the volume that the in-between layer has capability of providing, then I think it would be best to do the other way around. Okay. For the arm things, I made like a cylinder But again, I feel like they're still too flat, so I might need to remake them again. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
But it's good information to have from someone who's actually made the costume before. For sure.
Yes.
Definitely. But you're doing the opposite that my group is doing. You're doing My Little Pony sailors.
Yes.
And we're preparing like sort of, it's not called yaksa, but like yaksa inspired sailors. So like Sailor Jupiter, but yaksa. And boxers and cheerleaders and pirates, and
Cool.
it's great, but also horrible. Yeah. So,
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a challenge, but I just need fabric and a wig.
Yeah.
Then I'll get started.
But I think I didn't rush mine. I think my album on my cosplay page would maybe give you some hints, at least to which steps that I took in which order.
Absolutely. And I've seen a pattern online from Simplicity or something like that, so I might
Yeah.
follow the pattern just to have something to go with.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Start with, basically.
I did a little bit longer shorts than usual, because usually it's like a tanga panty.
Oh yeah, no thanks.
Thing
Not
going on.
happening. Not happening. Mm-mm.
No, but I didn't want the sort of hot pants kind of look either, because I wanted them short in the front. So they're really short in the front, going up over where the leg bends, sort of. If this makes sense.
Yeah,
and,
longer in the back, shorter in the front.
Yeah, and then it sort of dips down under the butt and in. So it's still tight, but it's like under the butt, which I love it. I'm like, that's great.
All panties should be like that.
Yes. I need firm hold on my butt.
Okay, so I actually have the work in progress Sailor Moon thing here, and okay, that doesn't explain a lot. I'm sorry.
Sometimes it helps just to see pictures, so even though it doesn't explain it a lot, you can still tell.
Yeah.
You can see how the hot pants look, at least from the side and from the back, and you can see how I attached the skirt.
Yeah.
At least.
All of the viewers who want to do Sailor Ponies or just Sailor Senshis at some point, you can just go check out Chikara's Facebook page and the Sailor Jupiter work in progress photos. It'll be cool.
I should start doing the same as Crix does and like do detailed blog descriptions.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
This takes so much time that I don't have.
Yeah. But you're still, I still think you are very good at posting work in progress photos.
Yes.
I'll tell you a secret. It's for my own sake.
Yeah.
Just so you remember what you did.
Yeah. Sometimes I go back and like, how did I make those shoes? And I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, I do that too. It's very much for my own sake.
It's very nice.
All right, that was the last question. But you wanted to talk about the CCAF before we round off the show with our last segment. So you can do that real quick.
Yes. The CCAF is a convention in China, business convention, very, very big, 2 million visitors every year. It's in Hangzhou, 2 hours out of Shanghai. And the Denmark has just today had their qualifiers for the Scandinavian team that goes to Hangzhou, China, to participate in the China Cosplay Super Show. It's a huge production. It's very, very nice. 100 of Chinese people participating because they're groups of like 30. There's no limitations at all. And they have an international department now. And the thing is that the competition is open to Norway, Sweden, in Finland, in Denmark, but it's hosted in Denmark. And so far we have had one Finnish team, so I feel like we should spread the word.
Yes. So next year people can, prepare something and try to qualify for CCAF.
Yes. The qualifier was at Comic-Con this year, but I don't know where it will be held next year. The deal that CCAF has right now is with JPopCon, but JPopCon has all qualifiers in the same show, but you can't participate in that show if you're not a Danish citizen.
Yeah.
So I think they'll keep it a separate competition.
All right. Well, that's really cool. I mean, we didn't know about this competition before you told us about it today before the show. And that's really cool that we can qualify for a competition in China.
I mean,
Yeah.
because Norway only have the Euro cosplay qualifier, right?
Yeah.
That and the NCC. That's
And the
pretty much it.
NCC, of course. So
But I
feel
think
like,
we're going to be part of the WCS as well.
ooh, that's really exciting.
Yeah, because I think Krigsdesign and one other cosplayer went to Japan to be at the World Cosplay Summit this year to see what it's all about, and so I think Norway might be participating next year or something
I
like
hope
that.
so.
Yeah.
I think the Norwegian cosplayers could have a lot of fun, but also maybe add something. I mean, it's hard to add something new for something that has been there for so long, but I feel like
There's been
representing.
and also Norwegian cosplayers has been doing really, really well at the last NCCs also. So there's really nothing wrong with Norway competing in this competition because we clearly have good enough cosplayers to be there.
I think last time we talked together, I think I said something about Norway being really strong craftsmanship wise, but not performance wise.
Yes.
From what I've seen, I haven't seen many competitions, but I've seen some this year, and I feel like Norway as a whole have improved a lot. Of course, there's still new things that are new, and mixing sounds is new and stuff like that, but you don't get better by not doing it.
No, exactly.
And I feel like you've been doing it a lot, you being Norway, and that makes me really happy because I feel like Norwegian cosplayers deserve the spotlight that comes with being in an international competition.
Yeah, just it's
I
fun
think
to be
Therese
included.
cosplay and also Therese cosplay said a lot of the same things as you just said, and she's been in the cosplay community here in Norway for a long while, and she also has experienced this change all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's very nice. I've wanted that for very long, like 3 years, 4 years.
But it's a long time in the cosplay world.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. Okay, so we're going to have to move into our final segment of the show, which is Geekery, where we talk about geeky stuff. So have we read, watched, played, or listened to anything fun and geeky that we would like to share or recommend to our viewers this week?
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not this week, but that doesn't matter.
No.
Because I wasn't here yet last week, but you all should go read Mistborn.
Oh, we have. It is amazing. I read all the 3 books in the first series.
Yeah, me too. I just finished the last one a couple of weeks ago.
Brandon Sanderson.
I'm so want to make a cosplay. Mistborn cosplay would be
Dude, I want to make her so bad, but my body type is not her.
No, me neither.
Me neither, but I would do it anyway.
Yeah.
Just cape.
Yeah. I want to do the cape, but I'm like, man, I would need so much different fabric.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just everyone should read the Mistborn trilogy. It's amazeballs. It's just so good.
It's so well written, and very futuristic, doomsday kind of back in the day, but not really. But yeah,
sounds awesome.
It's just awesome. Everything about it is just amazing. So,
also, the discussion that it actually puts up about religion is really interesting.
Yeah,
society.
Absolutely. Political
race,
and
very without being sort of yada 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 at you. Yeah,
for sure.
Cool.
And it's twisty. You can't really anticipate what's going to happen. You think you know, but you don't know.
Oh my god, the ending of Book 3, I was messed up. Messed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Oh, yay, another Mistborn fan. It's so fun.
It's my boyfriend's fault.
Okay, anyone else?
Actually, since I have my back problem, I haven't been able to, do a lot of gaming and stuff like that, but I've played a little bit more Witcher. I downloaded one of the expansions for the game, and so far I like it. And also, I have a horse center just above my veranda, And sometimes in the weekends they have like competitions down there, and I don't really care. The horses are cool and stuff, but they play music, and they play loud music. So today when I was doing some exercising here inside, I suddenly hear like the music from the Lord of the Rings Brotherhood, or no, sorry,
Fellowship of the Ring.
Fellowship. Thank you, Fellowship. And the music from when Frodo's on Weathertop and he gets stabbed by one of the ring wraiths. It's really dramatic, and I hear that music. I'm like, what? So I just walk and I just stand there and watch all the girls with horses just prancing around the horses, and they listen to this really, really dramatic music. And I'm like, all right, sure, it's better than Bieber, but sure, awesome. And later, when they were announcing the winners, they were like, and third place goes to, and then they play Star Wars music. I was like, what? It was exactly like that. It was amazing.
Yes. Ryurai says, is this a new record on how long the episodes have been? Yes, this is a new record.
Yeah,
I'm not sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's fine. Okay. Just adding to the Witcher thing, I finished The Witcher for the first time today, finally, and I cried so much. It was like my husband came into the office and like looked at me and like, sad ending, honey? Are you okay? It's like, yes and no, and it was just really bittersweet, and I was just sitting there and I couldn't breathe, and I was all choked up and like.
We're not going to spoil anything now, but I was like automatically thinking that Pixie Dust got like the really sad ending of the story, and I was like, did you get that ending? She was like, no. I was like, what? Every ending is a happy ending after that one sad one, so I don't know. I don't understand what you were crying about.
No, because it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful and bittersweet. It's kind of like they got what they wanted, but not completely, and it was just so good. So
I got the worst one, but I'm not gonna say. You can Google it if you really want to see all the endings. You can just Google the bad ending Witcher 3, and that's what I got.
yes, you got the worst. The worst.
But it's a good ending for the story. But it's like it's the saddest one.
It's so bad. But anyway, we're not going to spoil it. But I had to buy the Hearts of Stone DLC because I am not ready to let go of that universe yet. So I'll be playing that. I can't. It's too much.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like crying now. It's like,
oh no.
Okay.
You'll ruin your makeup.
Yes, we can't have that. All right. Any else? Yeah, how about you?
Well, one new thing. I've been watching 3 episodes of
Penny Dreadful?
Penny Dreadful, right. Thank you. And I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. Certainly not those faint of heart. It's quite dark series. I like it. Although I could do without all the sex scenes. Otherwise, I like it. It's dark, it's mysterious, and got a lot of... yes, Ida.
Yes, Ida agrees. She's like, yes. Yes. She totally agrees.
Ryurai wants more Chikara, though.
Yes. More Chikara.
Wait, what?
She wants more you.
I'm right
more
here.
Chikara.
Yes, hello. Good.
All right.
I can. Now we're talking about crying, right? I was hosting the CCAF qualifier today. It was very fun. I winged it all. People said I was funny, so I guess that's good. But there was an Avatar: The Last Airbender act with what's her face, the warrior girl, Sokka.
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember her name either.
I want to call her Yuki, but that's not Yuki.
But anyway, the warrior girl in Sokka.
Yes. And they fought, and it was nice, and it was funny, and the sound was good. And then they, was in like a sort of deadlock, like neither was winning, and then they kissed, and I almost cried, and I had to go up and present the next group, and I was just like, and the sound guy turned up on my mic, and I was like, I'm crying in Danish in front of the whole crowd. I was like, great, I'm very unbiased. Also, there was a modern dance act of Sasuke and Sakura.
Oh, cool. Suki
That was
apparently
really
is her name, according to Sarah.
Suki, yes.
Thank you. See, the
Kyoshi
audience, they're the
Suki.
best. They know the answers to everything.
Thank you. I need to rewatch it and then go directly to Korra because I stopped after book 2 because it was horrible.
No. I haven't seen The Legend of Korra. I've seen Avatar, but I haven't
I
seen
loved
Korra.
the first season and then I hated the second and I stopped, but I heard book 3 and 4 are great.
Okay, good.
And Korra is bae. She is
Korra is
strong,
bae.
independent, and stupid. So
Your kind of gal.
That's what you like. Strong, independent, stupid. That's
Yeah, and I
sort of
haven't
fun
had-
characters to do as well.
yeah, and I haven't had any sort of hate because of face paint. So I figured it might be my time.
Mm.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
You can't
All right.
win with that. You can't.
I have
You
one
get so
question
angry.
before we
Last
close it
one,
off.
and then we have to stop.
Have we all done the Patronus thing at Pottermore?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my god.
I
I'm
did it.
so angry.
Did
Yes.
you get the salmon?
No, I got.
I got salmon.
Yes, you can apparently have a salmon Patronus.
Dude, I would have loved to have a salmon. I got
did
what?
you get?
I got a something gray stallion.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a horse, and I'm like, horses are big dogs, but without the cute. I'm like,
Ooh,
They
I
can
read
do-
something good about the horses on someone's Facebook page, which was a good point, but I don't remember it. But I'm gonna try and find it for you. I got the gray squirrel.
Okay.
that's
I'm just
cool.
like,
So
yeah,
cute.
so cute.
Squirrels
Yeah,
are cute.
it's yeah, I think so too. But I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't have really anything. Yeah.
I guess the only positive thing about the stallion is that if you actually conjured it, it would be really, really huge.
Yes, it would be
I mean,
big.
Yes.
stallions are huge, and I'm like, I can dig that, but it's still
Yeah.
a horse. I can't ride it even.
I got a black swan, and I don't really like birds. Like,
wait.
who's going to be afraid of my flying black swan anyway?
Okay, but
I don't
here
know.
is a question. If a Patronus is made of light, how can it be black?
I know, exactly. That's what I thought too. It would be a white fucking swan.
Is it
How
like
can it be
black light, so all things neon will light up when your Patronus is on?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was like glowing purple or something. I don't know. But no one's going to be afraid of my swan.
I didn't find the positive thing about the horse because I kind of mixed the horse with the salmon thing.
I mean,
Because if you get the salmon, you can think that at least they can withstand enormous pressure because they swim upstream all the time. So
Yeah. It's the Magikarp of
I mean,
Patronuses.
hopefully,
have you ever seen an angry swan before? You'd
Oh my
run.
god, it's scary.
Yeah, they can't
They're
really-
scary as hell.
I would have preferred a cat, though. I'm more of a cat person, but
No, but I'm not even that angry about my Patronus. What I'm angry about is the whole sort of reboot, but not really thing of Pottermore. And I was Ravenclaw before, and I dig that. Sure, Ravenclaw's a good house.
yes, go Team Ravenclaw.
Go
yes.
Team Ravenclaw! What happened was that I took the test again,
Mm.
and I was Hufflepuff.
Wow.
Nothing bad about being Hufflepuff, but going from Ravenclaw to Hufflepuff is so
It's not your house.
It's so majorly different, and I'm not a Hufflepuff. I'm not good enough to be a Hufflepuff. I'm just
You should
not.
take the test again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
also-
I just, I'm not kind enough to be Hufflepuff either, but Ravenclaw is my house. I would be pissed if they changed it.
Yeah, it's just very.
Yeah. Dude, I also got the Grey Stallion as well.
Yeah.
And she's also angry because Pottermore changed her house.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't change it. More like you took the test again, and it was a different
different
Sort of.
answer.
Yeah.
She was Slytherin, but then she turned out to be a Gryffindor instead.
I'm not brave. I don't know. I mean, I don't have any hard feelings towards Gryffindor. I think it's a great house. It's just not my house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes. House pride.
Yes, house pride. Okay, that'll have to be enough. We are half an hour over time.
Wow.
This has never happened before.
5 more minutes, Mom!
5 more minutes. No, but seriously,
Sorry.
yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag that shit. Okay. But we will be back next Sunday with our pre-BonsaiCon episode, so look forward to that. And thank you so much, Chikara, for being our guest this week.
Of course.
It was super fun and amazing, and as always, you're welcome back. And I think our viewers love you too.
Let me know. I always enjoy these. Always these 2 times that I've been on there, I enjoy it. Yeah. But yeah, just beware that it might be like special edition, longer episodes when I'm on.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Or prepare less questions. I don't know.
Yeah, we could try to do that too.
Yeah, sorry.
Next time we will only have one, and then it'll be like 1 minute show, and we're like, oh.
And there will be like story time.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So for everyone who's been watching, thank you for your comments and your questions, and thank you for watching. You guys are wonderful. If you want to see more of Chikara, go visit her Facebook page at Chikara Cosplay. If you want to see more from us, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/CosCast or on YouTube at The CosCast Show and The CosCast on Instagram.
Go watch our videos. We have posted a lot of videos lately.
Yes, we have tons of videos. We're really dorky and funny.
More to come, I swear.
More to come. Yes. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.